Zhan thought for a moment, then remembered and said again, "Yes, what I want to say is, you are the first person to tie with me. Although Wei Wuxian beat me, he is stronger." Zhang Cheng snorted through his nostrils, but Zhan ignored him and continued, "But he also seemed unwilling to fight me. Maybe he only wants to fight people who are his equals and can actually beat him. Anyway, that's how I am too. In short, Zhang Cheng," she solemnly called his name, "I really enjoyed fighting you. It was very satisfying. In the future, I want to keep fighting with you." Zhang Cheng was a bit stunned and had nothing to say for a moment. Zhan said, "You can come to spar with me any time." Zhang Cheng nodded stiffly, obviously somewhat reluctant, and replied coldly, "All right then." Zhan didn't find it strange, smiled at him and said, "Okay then, I'll head back first. I'll find you again later." Zhan's figure gradually disappeared. A dark shadow suddenly rushed from the corner and gave Zhang Cheng's shoulder a heavy slap, causing him to almost bounce up. After recognizing the visitor, Sandu's sword sheath rushed toward him. Wei Wuxian dodged sideways, his body swaying slightly, then leisurely and comfortably swung back with a bright smile that made Zhang Cheng frown. He said, "Zhang Cheng, I didn't see it wrong, right? She just smiled at you, didn't she? Right?" Zhang Cheng looked at him coldly. "She did. So what?" Wei Wuxian grinned mischievously. "If I remember correctly, Zhang Cheng, this is the first time a girl has smiled at you, isn't it? Also the first time a girl has proactively approached you." Zhang Cheng cast him a glance, thinking he was just trying to tease, then turned and walked away. Wei Wuxian took big strides to follow, saying, "Why don't you cherish it? You won't get this chance again in your life for you anyway." Hearing the last sentence, Sandu swung over again. Zhang Cheng said, "Wei Wuxian, you're asking for death." Wei Wuxian dodged nimbly, like a black rabbit, calm and unhurried, saying, "Where are you going? Aren't you going to follow her proactively? Don't want to wait for her to come find you? What are you waiting for next time? Hurry up now. Go to chat and drink." Zhan is a good drinker. Really, you can't go wrong drinking with her. Zhang Cheng stopped, exhaled. "I think you're more interested. Why don't you go find her?" Wei Wuxian smiled slightly, his gaze deep, and said, "If I go, won't you regret it?" Zhang Cheng found his tone annoyingly provocative, glanced at him slightly, and seeing the unsaid words in his eyes and the small pride hidden at the corner of his eyes, suddenly got angry, pressed it, and said coldly, "Wei Wuxian, you think you're so amazing, huh? Everyone loves you so much? You chat a bit, wave a little finger, and she's yours. No one else can touch her? Okay, go ahead. I'll let you go and fish this out. I want to see if you're really capable, or if you're just bragging all the time." "Hey," Wei Wuxian waved his hand in front of him to brush away the sour mood, tapped Zhang Cheng's shoulder softly and said, "Don't be mad. I was just encouraging you to be proactive, to take the city. Miss this girl and you'll regret it all your life. She's pretty good. Forward personality, natural temperament, and most importantly, she actually likes you. Hey, stop, don't walk away. Really, she likes you, so hurry up and try your best." Sandu's sword sheath swept past, knocking Wei Wuxian's hand off Zhang Cheng's shoulder. Zhang Cheng said, "So much nonsense today," and strode off directly. Wei Wuxian pouted, pretending to chew an invisible straw at his lip, shook his head and muttered, "Hopeless kid, no cure." That day, Lan Qiren had sent word early to find Zhang Fengmian for a chat. After being scolded about the forehead ribbon, Wei Wuxian had held back for 2 days and not gone to find Lan Wangji, but unable to resist. He seized the opportunity when Lan Qiren left, and naturally, the little white rabbit in the room was at his mercy. Just as Lan Qiren left, Wei Wuxian stepped into the Lan family courtyard, knocking loudly on the door. Lan Zhan, come out and play with me." He knocked loudly, but no movement inside for a long time. Puzzled, he thought. Early in the morning, Lan Zhan must be there, probably angry with him and deliberately avoiding him. He called in a teasing manner, "Lan Zhan, Lan Wangji, Brother Wangji, second young master Lan, Ergege, Zhan." After a while, Lan Wangji slowly opened the door, standing at the entrance, coldly asking, "What's wrong?" Wei Wuxian showed him a bright smile. "I invited some girls to the lakeside to fly kites. You come too." Lan Wangji looked at him twice and said, "I won't go." "Why not?" Wei Wuxian stepped closer, leaned against the doorpost and charmingly winked at him. Lanjan, do you like flying kites? His sudden closeness made Lan Wangji startled and stepped back cautiously, steadying himself, and with a serious expression said, Since you already have girls accompanying you, why would you need me? Wei Wuxian tilted his head crookedly, feeling that the words sounded strangely like jealousy. Lan Zhan, he squinted his eyes, suppressing a breath with a mischievous smile, mysteriously saying, Could it be you're jealous? Lan Wangji's eyes widened. His body stiffened slightly as if a breath was blocked in his heart, and after a long pause he said with difficulty, You nonsense. Wei Wuxian's eyes narrowed into crescents, a wicked grin curling at the corner of his mouth. Tell me, which girl have you taken a fancy to? Is she from my Yunmengjiang clan, or one of my would-be brides? Don't be afraid, second young Master Lan. Just boldly tell me. I have plenty of female confidants anyway. Sharing one with you is no big deal, right? Isn't that loyal of me? A large door was swept open with a fierce gust of wind, shaking him back a few steps. With a loud bang, it slammed shut right in front of him, nearly hitting his forehead and almost knocking him down. Wei Wuxian staggered to steady himself, holding his head. Lan Zhan, must you be so fierce? Lan Zhan, did you have gunpowder for breakfast this morning? I sincerely came here to have fun with you, and you're violently kicking me out. So is this Lotus Pier or Cloud Recesses? A moment later. All right. It was my fault. I shouldn't have joked recklessly. Lan Zhan, I've already apologized. Can you just pay attention to me? Wei Wuxian spoke for a while, saw the door was not going to open, and he wasn't planning to leave either. He bent down to dust off the ground, sat down with long legs stretched out comfortably, settled in, and began muttering to himself casually. You refused me without thinking just now. Is that because you're still mad at me for pulling your forehead ribbon last time? Lan Zhan, actually, I did ask Miss Shuya about what you all use the forehead ribbons for. She told me it's for the Lan clan members to discipline themselves. I asked her, if it's just for discipline, then why do you get so upset whenever I touch yours? Could it be that if I pull the ribbon, you won't discipline yourself anymore? She didn't answer, only said that the ribbons can't be touched by just anyone. I thought that didn't sound right. That must mean some people can touch it, right? So, can I touch yours? She said, of course not. Then I asked Miss Moyen, can I touch yours? Moyen just glanced at me and didn't answer. That's weird. Her elder sister seemed to think so too, looking at her strangely before pulling her away. So, I could only come ask you, Lan Zhan, do you think that Moyun not answering means I can touch hers? Does your family's forehead ribbon have people it chooses? But if hers is okay, why isn't yours? It must be that you're just too stingy. Lan Zhan, don't you think Miss Moyen is a bit like you? She seems cold and distant, but actually it's hard to say. But I always feel like she treats me differently than others. Lan Zhan, do you think she likes me? Lan Zhan? The door creaked open, making Wei Wuxian's heart leap with joy. He stood up and turned around, coming face to face with Lan Wangji's calm and handsome face. Wei Wuxian's mouth blossomed into a smile, but the next moment, that smile was forcibly pulled and twisted into an awkward grimace. Lan Wangji looked down at him with a cold glare, and the door spun shut in front of him again. Bang! The sudden noise startled Wei Wuxian. Wei Wuxian kicked the door in frustration. That Lan Wangji, he had silenced him again. It was bad enough when he had been domineering in Gusu. Now that he was at Lotus Pier, at Wei Wuxian's own marriage proposal gathering, he still silenced him. What was this? It was like plucking whiskers off a tiger's head. Wei Wuxian thought, I wouldn't tolerate you anymore. You thought I was a sick cat that wouldn't show my claws? Lan Wangji, just wait. He made a gesture cutting the neck.